Hello, welcome back to Project Slipstream. We're going to try something a little bit different. rFactor2. We're going to go blasting around the fields of Belgium in a Volkswagen Beetle. A Fun Day Cup. The 1966 version of this Volkswagen Beetle. Of course, Spa's changed a little bit over the years. Go for a blast around the old lap. Here we are. Starting our lap, approaching the source. Second gear, right hand of the road dips away. You've got to be careful on exit not to get the back end out. Nice clean acceleration down the hill now towards the old starting grid, towards the old pit building on the right hand side. Still there, now used for endurance racing. To one of the most famous sequences of corners. A little dab of the brakes just to get the front into Eau Rouge. Now we climb the hill. Watch the back end step out. Dab of opposite lock now through Radillon, the left-hander. Drop a wheel over the exit onto the dirt. Kick up a bit of dirt on exit now. The long run, slightly uphill along the Camel Straight. Much straighter these days. A couple of kinks in it back in the 1960s. Make our way towards Le Combe, what is now a right-left-right chicane. The 1960s. It was a fearsome left-hander. So we look to leave the old circuit. This is Le Combe. Little dab, a little lift in fact. Use the throttle to try and steer the car. We miss the apex, stay mid-track. It's all about maintaining the minimum rolling speed in this car. Not a lot of horsepower. Take the shortest route through these corners, perhaps avoiding the traditional racing line. So we now make our way up towards Bernaville. Long right-hander. Keep the car in a nice wide line. Try and carry that minimum speed. Just touch the rev limiter on the way in. The road tips upwards. The revs drop. Keep the road keep to the right-hand side of the road. Now move left so that we open up this right-hand kink. So we join the top end of the Master Straight. 1960s motorsport, one of the most fearsome pieces of racetrack anywhere in the world. Not the straight so much, but the left-right kinks in the middle of it. So we touch the rev limiter in fifth gear. Absolutely on the boards in the little Volkswagen Beetle. The road starts to rise. We stay to the right-hand side of the circuit. Looking now for our turning point for the first of the kinks in this straight. We'll quickly turn left, grab that apex nice and early. Now we look for the right-hand kink. There it is. Grab that apex, sweep out to the outside, carry that minimum speed. It's the kink in the middle of the Master Straight done. We now head up towards Stavelot. That house in the background. Chasing up towards that. That's on the outside of the little kink before we get into Stavelot corner proper. Through the kink, dip a wheel off the road. Now we tip it in to Stavelot itself, a long sweeping right-hander. The revs drop as we scrub a little bit of speed. The road starts to rise again. Keep the car on the left-hand side of the track. The traditional racing line is over to the right, but if we stay left, it's a shorter run. The car doesn't have the power to use the racing line. Now we move over, looking to open up the next left-hander. Tip it in through La Carrière. For the house on the right, the driveway is the apex. Another corner under our belts. Now moving back towards where the old circuit is joined by the new. So another right-hander carrying that minimum speed all the way, flat to the boards. Sweeping through the Belgian countryside, the Ardennes. The modern circuit rejoins the 1966 variant around here somewhere. So we look now for a little right-hand kink before we get into Blanchimont. There's the right-hand kink. Stay over the right-hand side. Flat out through the first left-hander. Now start to line up for the second. Just a little breathe of the throttle. Tip the car in. Grab a little bit of the grass on the left-hand side. Still flat to the boards. Just two corners left. A left-hander onto what is now the pit straight. There's a chicane about here on the modern circuit. Sweep to the left. Just the source to come. hard on the brakes just before 100 meters. Down to second gear, tip into the apex. Watch out for the back end to step out as we accelerate down the hill once more. Towards the old pits, the end of the lap awaits. Nothing to do but to keep the throttle now at this point across the line. That is a lap of Spa-Francorchamps 1966. So our first flying lap time of 4 minutes 31.765 in the Volkswagen Beetle Fun Day Cup. The fastest time set so far, because we only do have the one time. We're going to test a lot more cars though, so that challenge will be thrown down. Can't see the Volkswagen Beetle staying at the top of that list for very long. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below as well. Keen to hear what you think about what we're doing here. Hit the subscribe button as well, not just for action from rFactor2, but also from Pro Cycling Manager 2019. We've got 2 series running there at the moment. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the action, and hit the little bell next to it so that you get notified when we drop a new episode. That's it for this one though. Until next time, take care.